Hello, welcome to game 5 of my match against drsteelhammer. I'm currently up 3-1, so I'm feeling good. I've got at least a tie for this match clinched. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So, Baths is probably not going to play much. Battlefield, is victory points that you get. Quarry is going to be quite nice with Workers' Village, Hostelry. Draw is primarily going to be Haunted Woods. There's no thinning, so I don't think Fool's Golds are useful. Yeah, I don't think Fool's Golds are going to be the play here with Quarry, Workers' Village stuff. So I guess I just take the Baths points to start with, and then have a tough decision. Probably should decide it here first. I think I like the early Haunted Woods. It is the draw for this game. We're going to add a ton of Workers' Villages for the +5. Ironworks are going to be non-terminal all game. Potentially it'll mess up their draws a little bit and let me get some bigger turns earlier. I will need to add in more pieces. It just feels really lame as a first buy, but it seems like it's going to be tough to hit 5 in this kingdom until later. I say that, I'm going to hit it again and just be really sad. Oh, there's Quarry, so yeah, I'm going to hit 5 again and not have much to do with it. So I guess I just add an Ironworks now. Ideally, I would have something to do in this turn. But I just took the Bath points, which makes sense. Yeah, I guess I just take an Ironworks. And 1 silver seems okay. I'm not super worried about the Bath split. I'm going to add an Workers' Village here, I think. Or am I going to add I can add a Workers' Village. I can add another Ironworks. So another Ironworks. My next buy looks like it needs to be Quarry. I don't really want more silvers in my deck. I feel like the opening Haunted Woods maybe should have just been open Ironworks. It didn't seem like it's done very much for me. Okay, excellent. So this is 5. So I'm going to grab a Quarry and another Haunted Woods. Here I'll trigger this somewhat sad shuffle with both my terminals in it, but there's a lot of coppers here. If they play a Haunted Woods, actually I can not trigger it and then top deck that. Yeah, I mean, I think the plan is just to go for Haunted Woods when you have 5. Here I can grab a couple more Workers' Villages, which, maybe a second Quarry coming up. Not 100% sure. Yeah, the Ironworks Hostelry thing, that's something you need to consider. No need to buy anything here. I don't want to top deck State Haunted Woods. I don't want any 2s, so take the Baths points. It's a very good top of the next shuffle. Again, I feel like I'm a bit behind. I need to get another Quarry. They're just going to buy the last 3 farm Workers' Villages, I assume. The plus buy here is really strong. So they have the last 3 Workers' Villages and then a Quarry. They can just empty out the... Wow. They didn't buy anything? I don't understand. Well, I'm buying things. What am I buying? No idea. I'm buying 2 Workers' Villages. And then another Quarry with my next Ironworks play. Because the Workers' Villages seem super important here. And I'm okay top decking a couple of estates because I have 6 cards of card draw coming in. I feel like I was close to resigning if they just bought the last 3 Workers' Villages. Because I just get 1 more Quarry and then they can just sort of auto pile the Hostelries and Haunted Woods and stuff, and they have tons of pile pressure that I don't have. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be a tough one. I don't have a Haunted Woods coming into play. So I'm going to Hostelry. Do I really just Hostelry and gain 7 horses? And pass turn so I don't top deck the 3 estates. Feels bad, but especially with the Quarry and plus buys, but it just wrecks my next turn. And now I have the potential to kick off this turn. And potentially that top decking 3 estates would kill 2 turns, depending on if I just drew copper, silver, 3 estates. I feel real bad. We have to consider now. Hopefully I can find some horses and get some draw going here. Nice. Okay. So the game feels closer than you'd think to ending, I guess is where we are right now. Like almost close enough to start taking estates, except I have played 2 horses here and I gained 5. I have 5 horses down there. I'm going to start by drawing 11 cards. Of those 11 cards, I'm going to find all these horses. I'm going to find all this stuff again next turn. So with 4 workers' villages, I've got 5 workers' villages. I think I should be able to empty the Ironworks next turn. And maybe just buy an estate. So just get 2 Ironworks here. What would my third pile be? Haunted Woods. So I can get another Haunted Woods now to make that pile out easier. Just get Ironworks now to make that pile out easier. 3 Ironworks. I feel like this should do it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't quite have my deck tracked closely enough to know. But starting with 6 cards of draw and then 5 horse plays, I should be able to draw everything. I should have like 6 buys. I should have 6 buys. And a bunch of gains with the Ironworks. Okay, so I can Ironworks for Ironworks, Ironworks for Ironworks, Ironworks for Ironworks. That gets 3 Ironworkses. It costs me 6. Okay, so I can Ironworks for Quarry here. That'll lower stuff to almost nothing. Then I can Ironworks for Estate. It's not quite there yet. Yeah, I guess I need to have gotten another. Oh, can I have the estates? No. I guess I needed to have gotten another Quarry for this to work. Because I can't gain and draw all those Ironworks. Yeah. So I can gain a Hostelry and discard 9 treasures for horses. And then I can gain an estate. Let's draw neutral in the end. So I guess I just need to buy a province here at the end of this turn. And I've blown through all my horses, so that's going to be a little bit tough to have another turn like this. Perhaps I should have gotten a Quarry last turn. That was the card to have bought. That makes this pile out much easier. So if I get 3 Ironworks, I've got 10 money. Haunted Woods costs 3 each. Ironworks costs 2 each. So I actually have enough to pile the Ironworks, but it's a losing pile. Pile out. What if I gain like a silver? No, I can't. Like if I don't gain Ironworks, I don't have stuff to do. So, gain another Quarry here. Gain a Hostelry, 2 horses, buy a province. That's still 7. Like gain 1 estate to top deck. Drew a copper. And there's a Haunted Woods attack on, which is sad. but not much I can do about that. I decided I wanted to gain the province. And I guess an estate for the battlefield points. And I should have horses at the top of my deck to save myself, hopefully. This is their big Haunted Woods turn, so we'll see if they can do something similar. Yeah, my turn 14, if I just gained a Quarry instead of a Ironworks, the Ironworks costs 0. I think I still might be game limited, though. I was just a little bit short on draw. I needed like one more card of draw to be able to gain and play stuff with the Ironworks. But I'm not sure. I felt very, very close to winning there. And maybe the Quarry wasn't enough either. Maybe I need to have bought a Haunted Woods? That doesn't seem right. They've drawn deck now. The problem with this discard for horses thing is it only helps you next turn. If you end up drawing them all back again, it's not quite what's needed. Okay, they're getting Harems, which is quite interesting to me. Hopefully find an Ironworks here. There's a decent chance I'm just going to pass turn. Yeah, battlefield points are gone, so I'm willing to pass turn to start with the extra 3 horses, 11 cards starting hand. They have a couple more Haunted Woods than me, so they're on average starting better draws. But they've added more stop cards in these Harems, I think. I've added the estate. I'm not 100% sure. I saw one of my Quarries last turn. I have my other one this turn. The Hostelry pile is also low now, which is another pile that I could potentially empty here. If I can draw back around and find both Quarries, a win is not that difficult. It seems difficult to do that, given I don't have any horses left down here. Although I have 3 in the reshuffle. And I should be able to trigger the reshuffle with... well, I may not even be able to trigger the reshuffle with just workers' villages, so I'll have to consider if I want to even do that. All my estates are in that reshuffle, I believe, so... I didn't quite understand the buying of the Harems. They're treasures that are worth victory points, but is it really better than a duchy? I guess in this hand it is, but we've got 1 Haunted Wood coming into play and 2 workers' villages down there. I think they have a couple of horses still to see. Alright, well, we can start by drawing a couple. Probably you should always play the workers' villages first in this scenario. Okay, so I don't have a Haunted Woods now. I have 5 gains. I have a victory point lead. Can I gain 5 hostelries? So I have 8 money. Haunted Woods cost 3, hostelries cost 2. So it doesn't look like I can pile the hostelries this turn, if I'm counting this correctly. I have 5 buys. Yeah, like the Duchesses could go, but there's not enough of those. So what if I gain 2 estates here? Haunted Woods cost 3, estates cost 2, I need 12 money. That feels bad to stick that into the shuffle. I do have a VP lead, so I'm considering just gaining a hostelry and 8 horses. And then maybe gain another Ironworks. Assuming I have enough village support, I can always play it for estates next turn. And I thought we were angling towards an easy pile out, and then just kind of stopped. But I didn't get a woods into play, so I have to hope to find these horses at the top of the shuffle. I mean, I've got 10 horses and 40 cards, so we'll see. I've got about 8 or 10 other cantrips as well, so it's more like 10 horses and 30 cards. They also don't have a great starting hand here. Only one wood's in play, and a lot of their villages in the discard pile. But I think they had a couple of horses down here. $42 card deck, not necessarily what you want to see, but I guess there's no thinning here, and there's Quarry, and there's Workers Village, so we're adding in a lot of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if I had a win earlier. I'm really not sure. Yeah, if they hadn't apologized, I would have just thought they were thinking. Although I did assume they had horses in the hand. Maybe they bottom decked other horses, but I was pretty sure they were just thinking. There's some thought to saving horses in a kingdom like this. I don't know what that thought is. Let me say this again. I think one can consider saving horses in a kingdom like this. I don't actually know what that would entail and why you would do it, but it seems at least non-zero possibility. All right, we're making a little bit of progress. Hopefully, okay. So, if I want the turn to continue, I have to gain an estate. So I will do that. Okay, that was the turn. 2 Haunted Woods in play. I can gain, again, I cannot pile out. I cannot need to take a VP lead. How crazy am I if I top deck this Quarry? This is 4 of my workers' villages. So it is tough for me to get more buys next turn. I've only got 5. I could have 6. Yeah, I gained them multiple times. Okay, whatever. I don't care that much. So I have another Quarry down there. If I find both Quarries, potentially I have some pile out stuff. So I guess I'm just going to not play this Quarry. And with 6 cards of draw and still a bunch of horses down there, do not want to Duchess. How many horses did I play that turn? 1, 2 horses. So still got 8 horses down here. Hopefully they don't find a pile out. It's important to end every turn with a VP lead because the pile outs are harder, but we'll see if they gain a bard. Okay, that was weird. A bard? Huh. Okay, I have a lot of horses down here. And I'm going to play them all, I think. If I find 1+ buy, I can gain 2 hostelries. And an estate. And win? No, I need to buy a duchy. Okay, let me think about this here. I guess I just draw on. I desperately need to find +buy. Stuff costs 0, so I can gain the 2 things. Okay, well, I can gain 1 estate, at least at the top here. Can I just gain all the estates? I am 1 buy short. Nuts. So I can gain both hostleries. I'm just lowering the piles here so much. So I can gain 2 estates. And if I find another source of +buy, I win. And I've lowered the piles too much now, and I can't buy a province because I have 6 green cards in my hand. Okay, so before I do this rash thing and potentially throw the game away, let me look at my alternatives. Gain 2 hostleries. I can buy 2 Haunted Woods easily. I'm losing by 1 VP. So, okay. I cannot buy anything this turn, and if I end the turn without a victory point lead, it makes it pretty easy for them to pile with 3 Haunted Woods in play. So I think the plan is just to gain 2 estates and hope I draw something good. Like a workers' village, and now I can gain a hostelry, and I can gain another estate and buy the last 4 treasures. Okay, I got lucky there. Quite lucky, I think. Oh my, yeah, that was top deck. Yeah, I got quite lucky there to draw into the Workers' Village. Obviously, I had a lot of Workers' Villages in the deck, but drawing into them was pretty lucky. So I feel like I got away with one there. And we move on to game 6.